See, you made it back all right, Maestro. For those who arrived here late, here is a brief update of what has happened till now. You're at the Fine Hot Springs Hotel. It is a place I know so well. My name is Barnaby, I manage here, and we're strolling just to hang on. And then the actress Carmen Getting arrives as our return keeps strolling along. And then the ghost stories began. Is this Celia Faceman? Where's the sheriff when we need him? Or Avery Brave Man? And in the villain king, Professor Max his name. With disaster by his side, how can he survive? Have no worries, says our generosity. Have your trust in me. Everything is peaceful and carefree. She says, have no alarm, but will she come to harm? What will happen next? Can we save her? Guess at the hot springs. Hey there, say there, wonder what has happened at the hot springs. Say there, hey there, let's all return now to the hot springs. With generosity and Barnaby, that's me. Can our hero Avery save the day? What will happen next? A great plot twist, I'll bet. Put your saddles on, let's skedaddle on to the hot springs. Standing around for? You have to get the places so you can start acting cool. Come on now. Yeah.
Did you know the use of strychnine is mainly for getting rid of pests?
Oh,
But I have heard that some use it for performance enhancement.
well, I've never done that.
I don't think it'll be too many years before we see someone win the Olympics taking a concoction of strychnine.
Oh, that would be a shame, wouldn't it? All the hard work that everybody else puts into it. Oh, yeah. Oh, the hot springs does
Looks like the
sound-
ladies were at the hot springs.
Oh, yes, it does. Oh, it'd be nice to go out there, so we'd have to go today.
Some bathing suits are just so risque today.
You tell me about it. You know, I never thought I'd see ladies getting sunburned in some of the places they're getting sunburned now. But not that I complain. Nothing, my dear, nothing.
What's going on between you and Mary?
Oh. Miss Rossity, ladies.
Oh, Barnaby. Avery.
So nice to see you, Jenna. Oh, what I meant to say was enjoying the waters. I mean, the nice weather we're having.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
Absolutely beautiful. The day! A beautiful day!
Gentlemen.
Madam?
Oh. Nice weather we're having. Is that the best you could do? Nice weather?
Oh, and the best you could do is nothing, dear.
Yeah, point well taken.
I've been a war reporter, sending back news from the Peruvian Revolution and the Zanzibar Rebellion, and even the Spanish-American War. But I tell you, Barnaby, when it comes to telling Jenna how I feel about her, oh, I just can't find the words. Maybe someday.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Newspaper Man, now what kind of words do you have for this professor over here?
Well, you know, barring that natural look of villainy, which we all have, the professor looks honest enough to me.
Yeah.
Still, he looks awfully familiar. Why do you ask?
So it's just a hunch. It's interesting how much time he spends with that outlaw disaster. Oh, come here.
Well, howdy, gentlemen.
Ma'am?
You know, those ladies were seeming to enjoy themselves at the hot springs. Maybe your disposition would improve a mite if you took a soak in the hot springs yourself.
I think you're all wet. But I must say that those people who seem the happiest have no particular cause for being happy.
Oh, Professor.
But I am about my meeting with the town banker.
I don't know what sanguine means, but I was wondering, how did you get that there deed to the Hot Springs Hotel anyway?
Well, it's not signed yet, but come Monday morning, when the bank opens and Generosity fails to bring her mortgage up to date, the Hot Springs Hotel will be all mine.
So you're about to swindle that hapless young thing out of the hotel her parents left her, and she don't even know you're the one doing the swindling?
Warms your heart, doesn't it?
Oh, I just think swindling ought to be out in the open, or it's just not honest.
Honest?
Oh, you know what I mean. How can you call yourself a villain when you do it all sneaky like? And no one knows. It's like, is Alexis out in the crowd? Alexis, it's like love, right?
Right.
Thank you. And love, Alexis, has got to be out in the open, right, Alexis?
Right.
Say it again.
Right.
Thank you.
Well. Honest? I thought we established my thing about honesty in the first act. But I do have a love.
I heard you were married once.
History, just history.
Well, I heard she skedaddled with all your money from that phony tin mine scheme.
Don't remind me. But now I love another.
Could he possibly mean me? He is rather charming. For a villain, that is. He could lose a few pounds. Still. Oh, don't do your dance.
All night long I've looked for a love, my whole life through. Just when I think I've found her this time, she tells me, "Toodaloo." Now I've found a love that will last my whole life through. How you thrill me, how you fill me with the love of you. Oh, go! I'm craving for you. Go! How I adore you. Go! When first I met you, I knew you mean the world to me. Oh, go, can't you see? Go! I can't stand waiting. Why this hesitation? You won my heart with your sparkling, glimmering ways. That's why we want you go. Yeah? Go! We're craving for you. Go! How we adore you. Go! When first I met you, we knew you mean the world to us. So go, what is the first one? Go! We can't stay waiting. Why? This hesitating. You won our hearts with your sparkling, glittering ways. That's why we want you go.
Oh, it's so pretty. Well, looks so good on my fingers and my ears and my toes and on my belt. Ooh, and a holster. Oh, a gold holster. Could you imagine? Oh, Professor, quit distracting me with that. Remember what we're here for.
As for the gold, my rulers are starting to make these hot springs as inhospitable as Xenia in August. I take it you've never been to Xenia. Well, that's quite all right.
Well, what do you mean, your rumors?
Well, rumors, ghost stories, whatever you want to call them. So I've been taking the rumors, ghost stories, from the old San Juan Capistrano stories and reworking them and making everybody very uncomfortable. You see, good lies need a leavening of truth to make them palatable. So I'm taking those old stories from San Juan Capistrano to be its undoing. You know what? Any fool can tell the truth. But it takes a man of some sense to know how to lie well. Soon all these people are going to be so frightened, they're going to run screaming from these hot springs.
Oh, so you can search the hills and the grounds for the lost gold shipment.
Exactly. Exactly. I take my hat off to you, my dear.
Thank you.
Well done.
It's not just tumbleweeds in there.
I
There's
figured.
some brains
Maybe
rustling
it's
around.
some loco weed, maybe. I don't know.
May I have a cup of coffee without cream?
Yeah. Oh, seems we're out of cream. You'll have to have your coffee without milk.
Just pour the coffee. Tell me, is it Winans, chocolate, confections, caramels, candy, coffee, wine?
Oh, you don't need to ask. It's always Winans, coffee, and all that other stuff you just said there.
Pardon me. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions to further my research on the ghosts of San Juan? It's for a book I'm writing, you know.
Well, I'm busy right now. Can I ignore you later?
I'll take that as a yes. So do you ever feel as if you are being watched at night or hear unexplainable noises? Barnaby! Barnaby!
Yeah, most of them are explainable.
Have you felt any strange cold spots in areas of the hotel where they shouldn't be? Or perhaps seen odd occurrences like doors opening and closing by themselves? Barnaby! Barnaby! Have you heard a voice when no one was there? Or sensed an increase in anger recently? Barnaby, are you paying attention to me?
Just 1 minute! I'm in the middle of a conversation! Oh. No, I haven't felt an increase in anger. It's just the same level of anger that I've always felt.
So you need to unpack that with somebody else. What about superstitions?
Superstitions? What do you mean?
Like when a black cat runs across your path.
Oh, I don't like that.
Or when you knock on wood for good luck. Or that one where if you hear a bell ring 3 times, someone is going to die.
Are there any messages for me? What's troubling her?
Oh, just superstitious, I guess. Oh, there's no messages for you, Miss Getty. I'm sorry.
Oh my. It must have been so thrilling to have been all the places you've been and seen all the things you've seen. I was gonna say, stranger.
Changing the subject again, are you? Don't be coy with me, Jenna. I've known you far too long. Why continue to chase lightning bugs when it's fire you really desire?
Well, whatever do you mean?
A swallow cannot build a nest without taking flight.
Still not getting it.
Come now, you know exactly what I'm saying. He's handsome and smart. That newspaper reporter man of yours.
Oh, Avery?
There is more you're not telling me. Or telling him, I think.
But I wish I could tell him how you really feel.
You know your heart better than I. Listen to it. Now, I do believe it would be as good a time as any for us to take a stroll. We do have so much catching up to do.
Well, if you don't mind, I think I'll tag along in a minute or two. I'm supposed to tell him that I have feelings for him. Jack's like it's so simple, but it's just really just
Some people have the habit of ignoring their worst traits.
Well, that of course assumes they have anything but worse traits. I assume you're talking about the professor.
Now, if you don't mind me saying, I don't think that the professor is the kind of person you should trust. A villain, if ever I saw one.
Well,
Barnaby, can't judge a book by its cover, but I don't much trust him either. Anyway, Celia, have you tried our just fine coffee?
Do you have any tea instead?
You say villain like it's a bad thing.
Yeah, Professor. Some people, they follow their dreams. Other people, they hunt them down and smash them into submission. And I think that, Professor, you're one of the hunt them down types.
Oh, well, my good man, let's set the record straight. I am merely a purveyor of pills, powders, potions, elixirs, and cure-alls from Zanzibar to Timbuktu. And I've been known to practice a little phrenology. Oh, we have a beautiful patient right here. Oh, let's practice the phrenology on you. Oh, that's that nasty bump that you took from the desk a while back. Well, I do the phrenology and I also do a little prestidigitation to make a buck. Yeah, why don't you put that on my bill? There we go. Here we are.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah, those are mighty fine words, Professor.
I am merely an honest treasure seeker.
Yeah, who'd you steal those from? Now, sarcasm is just one of the many services I offer to our guests here at the Hot Springs Hotel. Come back anytime.
Well, we'll see who gets the last laugh.
I'll get it.
I've seen that face somewhere. Where? Where?
You're sparkling, glittering bright.
Oh, I was just wondering if what they say is true about you.
Oh, what are they saying?
Well, you are fairly notorious, you know. What is your story?
Well, I first tried my hand at prospecting an Arizona gold claim, but it ended up being nothing more than an empty hole in the ground.
And is that when you got your calling as an outlaw?
Well, it's not what I had planned. Everybody's path has got some puddles, but life ain't so much about how high you climb, but how well you bounce back. Sure, I guess you can call me an outlaw, but don't believe everything you read in them newspapers.
Well, I've been hearing that a lot lately. The name is Celia Fate. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Sing back at you. The name's Disaster. And to tell you the truth, those stories about me aren't worth the paper they're written on. Most of the times I'm just protecting myself from those desperados you find out in the mining towns.
I did a little checking on you, and apparently you were arrested for a stagecoach robbery back in Wyoming. And if the stories are to be believed, a sympathetic jury of 10 men took only 10 minutes of deliberation to set you free.
All I said was I could not be tried under a law that my gender had no say in making. Guess the 12 men on the jury couldn't argue with that. It was the law.
Well, from one reporter of the news to one maker of the news, I'm pleased to meet you. The name is Avery. Avery Brady. Been in the news lately?
Almost ended up in the obituaries not long ago. I survived a gunfight. But other than that, not much.
Oh, then quick, Barnaby, let's see what item has mysteriously appeared in the locker room this time.
I've gotta run to town for some supplies. They may need anything. Oh, more coffee. Maybe wines? The best around?
Barnaby, are you coming? I'm scared of, the door's locked.
I think I need a new sign over the door. Abandon hope, all who ye who enter.
What was that you said?
Nothing, my dear, nothing at all. I'll be with Avery finding out what all the commotion's about.
Oh, we better hurry.
Don't leave me out here all alone! I'm coming with you! Old Hot Springs Road. Maybe you'll hear an eerie noise as you're wandering through the night. And they say it's the ghost of the Indians who lived in the hills that surround these hot springs.
I sure wish you would stop telling these tales out here.
Actually, I find it fascinating. Do go on.
Well, I would, but it's getting late and maybe I should stop for the night. I'll be turning in. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Dupree. There he is.
It's awful late.
Load up, folks. Load up. No matter what trouble bubbles at the hot springs, that perky hotel odor always gets them. That's quite all right. I have a good insurance policy. No matter what bubbles at the hot springs, that perky hotel odor gets these people, convinces them to stay. Ah! Now it's time to take a more direct approach to ensure these people run from the hot springs like rats from a sinking ship. Yes.
Oh, good evening, Professor.
Raven?
Miss Boo Piss. Oh, if only I could tell Jenna what's in my heart. She's just so sophisticated, so poised, so beautiful.
I didn't say anything yet. If only I could tell Avery what's in my heart. He's so brave. He's so smart. He's so much of a hunk. I got you there, didn't I?
They say I'm one of those stout-hearted men who fights for what's right until the bitter end. But they do not know that my heart skips a beat on one special lady I greet. Her name is Jenna. I want you only. Jenna, I dream of you. If I could tell her how much I want her, if she could only know the truth, my darling, till then I'll be here faithful, hoping one day you'll see. Someday I'll tell you my yearning for you. Until then, Jenna, please wait for me. For you, until then, Jenna, please wait for me.
Avery, much of this might be idle speculation, but were those words meant for me?
Why, but yes, Jenna, they were.
Oh, Avery, I had so hoped, I had so dreamed, but I never knew.
Oh, Jenna, I've been wanting to tell you since... You must get out of here. Head to town, head to Woodman's Hall. Tell Judge Egan, he'll know what to do. And take this ring. And move to the town.
Wait! Get back here! Thank you. Thank you, Teresa! Anyway, this is my hotel, right? And these guests, they're my responsibility. Irregardless of whatever's happening, I'm staying.
It's regardless of what happens, I'm staying. Jenna! It's regardless of what happens, I'm staying.
Oh, so you're staying too? Oh, so great!
Fine, then we'll both stay, but you must stay here while I go out there. But first, take this for protection. The pen is mightier than the sword.
Am I supposed to ride you, Apollo?
What? Me? Is that you making all that commotion?
There's nothing.
What in tarnation is going on down here?
What's going on?
Ghosts at the hot springs, gunshots in the night, enough to make a sane person pack his bags and head out of town.
Well, then, pack your bags and head out of
What's all the commotion? How do you expect your guests to get any sleep in this place?
It looks like the chocolate maker Berry Sweet has been shot.
Wait a minute. Am I really that transparent? How'd you know I was about to say that?
He's the one who shot Berry Sweet.
This fellow right
That's a lie!
I saw him pull out a gun from under his coat and shoot that lovely man. People often forget that the page turner sees everything.
Oh, goodness. How could you? Do I let you keep going?
I'm being tossed like you!
All right. You're all right.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself, Professor?
Curses! That's it. Now I'll never get to finish my evil scheme where I convince the guests that the hot springs is overrun with ghosts. So they flee the area. So the hotel defaults on its mortgage. So I can then search the area of San Juan Capistrano for all the gold, and when I'll get rich on nuggets like this one. Did I say that just as an aside to you, or did everyone hear my entire evil plot?
We heard every word you said, Professor.
He said it. He said the whole thing out loud.
Curses! Well, I was hoping a little more this way, honey. Come over here. Better. Oh, it gets ghastly hot out here. And why anybody want to stay here is beyond me. But I was hoping it wouldn't come to this. Hands up, everyone! Boo!
Oh, I guess that answers who shot Barry.
I've been patiently trying to get you to leave. Ghost stories haven't done it. No! Creaking, groaning sounds in the night haven't done it. No! Not even murder will chase you away. So now, all of you will have to leave permanently! Oh, they're over there! That's right. Wait just a minute, Missy.
No.
Come here. Let the kid alone. Join us.
But I just hold the cue cards.
I don't care what you do for a living. Get over here with the rest. See you. You haven't begun to see mean. Look out! Old Mackey's back in town!
You must shoot someone, Professor, and let it be me.
Oh, Avery, you're so brave. You're my hero.
But before you shoot, Professor, there's something you ought to know. You said gold a few moments ago. What you have there is not gold. It's brown mica. May I?
Not real gold.
It could be pyrite. My father was an assayer in the Dakotas, you know, and real gold does not tarnish. Do you see the tarnish there? There.
Not real gold, huh?
Fool's gold. Very pretty, but not worth dying for.
Is that a joke?
Drop the gun, Professor.
Oh, look at
What is the meaning of this?
In case you weren't listening, let me clarify the situation. Drop the gun, Professor. You're under arrest. It's time to take you off to the New Scout. Again.
You look familiar. Are you one of those lawmen who fancies himself as quick on the draw?
Actually, I do.
Ooh.
Oh, this.
How'd you know I was here?
The professor was visiting our local jail when he broke out and headed up from the hills.
I remember him now. It was all about gold back then, too.
You know, I thought he looked familiar. Look what I found.
I never liked that picture.
I knew we'd have to get crafty to nab this scoundrel. He wouldn't show his face around here unless there was gold to be had. So I took a trip up to Cheyenne to lose a few hands of cards. Can you hold that for me for a second?
That's not the sharpest.
But what about